Manchester City look like they've taken a big step into poaching Marc Guehi away from Liverpool from what was supposed to be a summer transfer. I don't know what's going on with Liverpool. We let Semenyo go City. Now it looks like Guehi could be on his way as well to Manchester City. Sit back, relax. We're going to get into it. All things Liverpool. Kopish Kollab. We move.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-ish.
Ain't free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, we the best, we come again. Kop-ish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap, and drifty go on tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kop-ish, this is Kop-ish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kop-ish, this is Kop-ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-ish.
Yes, people, apologies, we are late, but you know what time it is, people. It is your favorite show on a Friday. It is the Kopish Kollab, you know what I'm saying, regarding Tom Little and Hassam, who hopefully should be here. I haven't heard from him, but hopefully should still be here. Drift is obviously here in the background. He should be joining shortly, and hopefully Carl will as well. People, before we even get into any topics, anything like that, smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, all that good stuff, people. We're on the road to 50K. Help us get there. This video is sponsored by okjersey.com. We can go and get your football jerseys for about £15 and use the code Kopish to get 8% off, people. With that being said, there's only one place to start. There's been some breaking news about 2 hours ago. And it stemmed from Fabrizio, I believe, who started it. He said Manchester City advanced on Marc Guehi deal as big approach has been made in the last 12 hours. And since then, he's also said a bid has been submitted. Manchester City presented important proposals to Guehi in terms of contract, eventually ready to proceed. Also with Crystal Palace deal is now closer. Since then, there has been more news. Let me just get into it, people. Give me 1 second. This is from Paul Joyce now. So Paul Joyce has said Liverpool's intention since September has been to move for Guehi in the summer when he would be available on a free transfer. They were adamant that they would not pay a fee for a player in January. Whether the acceleration of City's interest now prompts a response from Liverpool remains to be seen. Having spent 450 million on new signings last summer, the club has previously stressed there is not an unlimited pot of money. He also goes to say the need for reinforcements at centre-back will be pressing at the end of the season, even allowing for the fact that Virgil van Dijk and Gomez will be entering the final year of their respective deals. Ibrahima Konate is also out of contract in June, with a breakthrough in discussions on the new contract thus far out of reach. Also, as well, I believe there is another update, I think, from
the update from Alex Crook, and he says that Liverpool won't move for
so Alex
Marc
Crook
Guehi in January because it doesn't make financial sense.
Yeah, so I'll read that one out word for word. This is the last one I'm going to read, chat, and then we're going to get into it. This is from Ben Jacobs.
Yeah, a bit of breaking news as well.
All right, give me 1 second. We'll quickly read out this one, and you do. Yeah, all right, give me 1 second. Liverpool have no plans to enter the race this winter. Guehi's viewed as an appealing summer target, but Liverpool believe it makes no financial sense to pay a transfer fee now.
Oliver Glasner's announced he's leaving Crystal Palace at the end of the season. He's not signing a new deal. So you know, he threatened to kill himself in the summer if we got Marc Guehi. He's now just going to go anyway, and they're going to lose Marc Guehi. So ultimately, we're the ones who've got our dick in our hands for nothing.
Let me get one thing straight.
For nothing.
Liverpool tried to get Guehi in the summer. Glasner threatened to leave. Steve Parish says, "Don't leave." And we'll keep Guehi for another season. And now Guehi is on the verge of going City, and Glasner is now saying he's leaving Palace at the end of the season.
Yeah, Glasner's announced he told the club months ago he was going to leave. Yay! The thing is, though, I'm actually not that bothered. I'm not that bothered because I've understood. I have decided to withdraw myself from Liverpool Football Club for the time being. Emotionally, it's not good for me to stress myself out over stuff that isn't in my control. So I've decided to emotionally withdraw myself in certain degrees, especially when I understand that the football club are moving in a different direction. It is blatantly obvious to me that Arne Slot will be leaving in the summer. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. We just need to accept that he's gone. He's gone. He's done. It happened. Whatever. It happened. It's shit. We move on. What I understand is that we are going to move on from Arne Slot this summer. It is blatantly obvious to me. If they fully backed this manager, if they fully believed that this was the future and where we're going to go, one, he would not be in the last 18 months of his contract, because you don't let managers run to the last 12 months of their contract, let alone the last 18. Two, Semenyo and Guehi would have arrived because we were leading both of those races. But as time went on, we pulled away because we must believe that they don't align with what we're going to do beyond this. And also...
So to cut you, Tom, there's been more breaking news. So this kind of goes along with what you said, Fabrizio. He says, Oliver Glasner confirms Marc Guehi is out of the Palace squad this weekend and he's close to joining Man City as exclusive rival today. Glasner said his move is at final stages.
See, so this is what I'm saying. I'm seeing people in the chat getting stressed out and getting really weird up about it. Enjoy life, man. Enjoy the sky. Enjoy the grass. Enjoy the air that you breathe every day. Don't let yourself get so emotionally stressed out by this, at least until the summer.
Hold on, is Tom morphing into an Irishman?
There is our saviour. He is right there. He's just waiting. He's just waiting in the wings. We're going to get 6 months down the line. Xabi's going to come in. We're going to get a manager with hair back, which is a big thing. We need managers with hair. I've had enough of managers without hair now. So we're going to get a manager with hair in. Manager who isn't going to sit there and just, give me a masterclass in a disaster of man management this season, because he said something else today, which is great. I am not going to stress myself out over this. I know the direction the football club are going to go in. It seems blatantly obvious to me. Like I said, they would have got one of Semenyo or Guehi if they fully believed that this was the future. They would have given him a new contract if they fully believed this was the future. Xabi Alonso going is just the final nail in the coffin. I just don't think they're going to sack him mid-season, because they'd have to then get an interim in, and then that's for like 2-3 months, and then it's all this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, live life.
I've got some more breaking news. Just so it's cut you some more breaking news. Manchester City have agreed a deal in principle to sign Crystal Palace captain Marc Guehi. Personal terms are already in place. Move expected to be finalized in the coming days.
Exactly.
Matt, I tell you what I'm going to do right now.
Why are we stressing out?
Tom, we're going off the premise of what you just said, and we're going to go off of the breaking news Matt just described. I'm going to change the entire narrative of this show and even the title. So Slot isn't good enough, but they're just going to ride it out until the end of the season. We don't sign Guehi, the player we were supposed to. He's in the Liverpool kit, by the way, remember? He was in the Liverpool kit. This is almost fakir. Like, he was in a Liverpool kit.
Oh, my God.
We let Semenyo go, Man City.
I know. I already know. I already know what you're about to say.
What is then after here we go for Marc Guehi?
Have a guess how much the fee is? 20 million quid? It's 20 million?
Wait there. I'm going to read it out for everybody. Breaking Marc Guehi to Manchester City. Here we go. Official proposal accepted by Crystal Palace right now. Understand fee will be around 20 million. Guehi has accepted the move. Exclusive story now confirmed.
Yeah, so I'm changing the narrative of the entire show, guys. Fuck FSG. Get them the fuck out my club. I told you already that summer was going to be some pie in the sky, throwing the wool over our eyes bullshit. They're keeping a manager in the job that's not clearly doing a good job. And they're letting all our targets go, and we're not even looking like we're going to buy any reinforcements in January. Fuck FSG. The whole narrative has turned. Fuck FSG. This club is absolutely run by a couple of donkeys, man.
All right,
They just flash the cash in front of us. You know who FSG are? FSG are that rich guy who's got no personality. He's got no game. He's got no Mac. He's got no style. He's got no swag. He's got nothing. And you know what? He rolled with a young boy for one summer who taught him how to dress a little bit. And he was like, oh, went to the club, got a little bit of attention. Thought, oh, shit. Started to flex a little bit. And then you know what that young buck did? Stopped giving him advice. And now he's back to being that old man who's just got money, who ain't got no style, no swag, no personality. And now no girls want to know him. That is FSG. I ain't got time for these owners. Fuck FSG. I ain't got time for these owners, man. I'm sorry. There was some joke. Marc Guehi, he's going there for 20 million. 20 million.
Yeah.
20 million.
Yeah. I'm changing, so I'm sorting out the titles and stuff,
man.
now.
Fuck these owners. I'm
All
sorry.
right, let's
everyone. They pulled the wool over our eyes in the summer.
All
man.
right. Let's before we have I know just
too late.
crashing out.
Too late.
Just really crashing out.
late.
But let's
Both the players I want go to Man City. It's too late.
All right, let's let's try and get back in the car because right now we're having fights.
Nah,
someone
put
and I've
car,
gone beep, and you're still and right now you're still fighting. But all right, let's try and
somebody let off a poop in the car, bro. I ain't getting back in, bro.
Hear what I'm saying. The
windows are broken because it's an FSG car.
Hear what I'm saying? But let's try and have a conversation without too much crash out. We're all gonna crash out anyway. We're gonna crash out. But hear what I'm saying?
All right, let me just get out my system then. All
right.
What FSG? All right, go on.
Cool.
Go for it.
Cool. All right. One thing I wanted to say is this, yeah. I fully understand everyone being pissed off. I'm pissed off, yeah. You know when you're just trying to rationalize something and you're trying to understand something, even if you don't agree with it. I don't agree with what Liverpool's doing. The only reason I can think, because I did read something, I don't know if you guys saw this. Manchester City are ready to compensate on his contract that he would have got as a free agent. Do you think maybe that could have been something to do with it, or you just think Liverpool just thought, nah, we're not even get? Do you think so?
Ambition. A club who knows they've got a problem and they're trying to fix the problem. Ambition, bro. Matt, if you've got a hole in the roof, do you buy a bucket and keep catching the water, or do you fix the roof? I'm guessing you would fix the roof, right? You wouldn't.
Of course. Yeah.
But we know through the majority of the time FSG have been here, we're not going to go with the outlier of a 450 million pound. We're going to go with the majority of what we know, and the majority of what they know is they always get the bucket and try and catch the water rather than fixing the roof. We know what FSG are. We know who they are. Why did we let them fool us in the summer? Because you want to know what's crazy? In the summer, for all the good they did, they still fucked up letting Kwanzaa and Diaz go anyway. It wasn't even a flawless summer. They actually still made mistakes. And we just forgot about it because we got happy because it was like, oh my God, we got Florian Wirtz and we got Isak. Finally, we bought world-class players there and we got all giddy and we got carried away. They still made fuck-ups. Diaz shouldn't have gone anywhere and we shouldn't have got rid of Kwanzaa. We wouldn't be desperate for Guehi if we'd have kept Kwanzaa.
Should have gone. Diaz
should have never gone. Diaz should have got the money he deserved from these tight-ass owners, and he would have never wanted to leave in the first place.
No, he shouldn't have. You're not giving Diaz the money he wanted.
There's no way I'm hearing anything else.
Diaz was selling. He wasn't on 55 grand a week for foot. Oh, I'm not doing this again. I'm going to solve fucking something. He wasn't on 55 grand a week.
There's no point doing this because we've been.
He wasn't on 55. He wasn't on 55 grand. We've been through this already.
And if Diaz did want to go, why would
selling Diaz was not the problem? Selling Diaz was not the problem. The problem was you didn't buy a left winger to replace him. Selling Diaz was not the problem.
What left winger to replace him, Tom? Who in the world is a left winger who's got all the characteristics that Diaz has? Because let's talk about profile. We're not just talking about buy any left winger. We're talking about buy a profile of player who means that we can continue to play the way Diaz allowed us to play. Who is that profile, bro?
Barcola was right there.
Come on, bro. You know Barcola isn't as good as Diaz.
To be fair, Drift, I know you don't like him, but I obviously we was never going to get him. Rodrigo decided to stay. That was my first choice. You wanted Semenyo. Some people wanted Barcola.
I wanted these players with Diaz, though, Matt.
Yeah.
But I didn't want Diaz to go.
But I think that's more to do with you. Like, you know, like Diaz, like, is one of your like favorite players. So like you obviously you didn't want him to leave. But I think what happened with Diaz was, and this is how I understood it, was that Luis Diaz wanted to leave, I think, a year prior. There was talks about him going to Manchester City for a swap deal with Alvarez. I think the contract situation was a big factor in terms of him wanting to leave as well. And I think Liverpool weren't willing to give him that contract. Exactly. And I think he did want to go, but I also feel like Liverpool could have done more to keep him. Okay, fair. So what you do, though, is if you are going to let him go, you make sure you get a replacement of his level or better. That's something Liverpool didn't do. So I understand when you look back at it now and go, well, why did we let him go if we were never going to get a replacement? Fully understand that. So I think you're both right. Like, we didn't replace the player, and if you weren't going to replace the player, you should have maybe kept him because he was still under contract. He might have been even more disillusioned, but maybe you could have got maybe one more season out of him. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? I think that's fair.
And we've got to remember, Diaz had 2 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
Meaning, even if we didn't want to pay him, even if he wanted to go, the club are still in control. Regardless of whatever way you want to look at it, we made a mistake letting him go. And as you said, if you're gonna let him go, then why didn't you go and get an adequate replacement? Which I like you said, I think Rodrigo probably stylistically is the only replacement you could say was actually worthy of what Diaz could do. And I don't even know whether he actually is a pressing monster, because Real Madrid don't really play that type of football. But I get what you're talking about in terms of profile. He's probably the only one you look at and go, all right, he is quite similar to what Diaz is. He's a ball carrier, he's got pace, he's got energy, whatever, maybe. So whether it was he wanted to go and the club let him go and then made a mistake of not replacing him, or, which I believe, because I've watched it happen many a time, they just didn't want to value him as a player and didn't want to pay him what he was worth. So therefore,
I agree that.
Like, at his age, I've got to go somewhere and get my value, i.e. the fact he's on 250 at Bayern. Me personally, that was a big mistake. So even if we brought in Wirtz and Isak, we made a mistake in the summer still by letting Diaz go. And now you're telling me that we've got holes in the team and we're not looking to replace any of those players that have gone that should have been replaced, even in January. They should have had a whole system in place from the moment Marc Guehi had to leave that room and go back to Crystal Palace at the end of the window. They should have had a whole thing in place right now to either secure him in January or to go and get a replacement that should have been here from January the 1st. The fact that we've had injury issues on top of that and we're already over 2 weeks into the window is disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. So we're looking at a situation now where if we get an injury to Virgil or Ibu, God forbid, we have to play in Dye, a 17-year-old that we just bought for the future in the academy. Or we're going to end up with Dominic Szoboszlai, our fucking centre-back, playing his 8th position of the season. Are you actually out of your mind?
Well, even
is this
Andy
the club
Robertson
that I'm supposed to know?
Even
Are
Andy
these the
Robertson.
owners I'm supposed to believe in?
All right, Jiff. All right, so Hassan, welcome to the show, my bro. Hassan, I'm just going to read you the breaking news and I want to get your first take on it. I don't know whether you've heard the absolute latest. The absolute latest is breaking from Fabrizio, Marc Guehi to Manchester City. Here we go. Official proposal accepted by Crystal Palace right now. Understand the fee will be around 20 million. Guehi has accepted the move to Manchester City. Exclusive story now confirmed. Hassan, what's your thoughts on it, bro? That's the absolute latest. This is done deal, basically.
I have heard the news. First of all, you have to start off with the obvious. Big up to everyone. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Big up. As well, we have to state the other obvious, which is fuck Oliver Glasner. I pray on his downfall.
Have you seen that he's going as well, by the way? Have you seen anything else he's leaving?
Yeah, he's going to go anyway, so fuck him. I pray on his downfall as well from a football perspective. So when eventually he fails at his next job, I'll be the first person dancing on his grave. Now, when we speak about this transfer, it's the price tag makes this thing even the worst thing about this is the price tag, because 20 million pounds, you are never going to get a centre back as good as Marc Guehi for 20 million pounds ever. That's just the truth. Right now, you go sign a young centre back, you're going to have to pay 50, 60, even for an unknown player. This is a Premier League captain, someone who led his team to an FA Cup. He's played in the Euros, you know, in a back four. He could play in a back five. He's the perfect profile for us. And you can't really replace Virgil van Dijk, but he's someone who can, you know, who can at least be someone 2 years from now or a year from now when Van Dijk, you know, is to be replaced. He's someone who, as the manager, as the captain of Crystal Palace, can bring his leadership skills in as well. There's why this thing is like, this is like when someone says like, oh, I need a break, and then you see them, you know, active elsewhere, and you're like, wait, I thought you said you need a break. And that's basically it. Like, you know, it's just when that energy is just not kept, it's weird. And the other thing is as well, you know, we aren't even linked to any other center back. So it's not like we're trying to go sign someone else. Like, it's not like, you know, okay, guys, maybe we're looking at someone other than Marc Guehi, but, you know, we're looking in this direction. We're going to sign this young kid. We're going to sign someone like that who we think is going to be even better, blah, blah, blah. That's not even happening, you know? And me and Tom spoke about this 2 days ago, and we said, you know, we pray that he just keeps his word. and this is something that we wished he'd done. But at the end of the day, when you speak to Pep Guardiola, you get seduced, you know, to the level where you don't even want your signing on bonus, which is
they're paying that. No, they're paying that.
Apparently,
to get this deal done, they're not only paying the transfer fee, but they're giving him the signing on fee as well.
Great.
Like
he's going above and beyond, basically.
He's making money off this deal. Guehi, to be fair,
that's a club that wants to win right there. And listen, it's just the reason why I'm not shouting and I'm not like mad as shit like Drifty is because the energy has been like sucked out of me this season anyway. Like I'm just drained, really, you know. And it's slots draining football down one side. It's the beef with Salah down the other side. It's this shit with Guehi that just kind of compounds it a little bit. So we're in a position now where it's just like, you know, just get top four.
You're like me, aren't you? Get to the summer, get a new manager, and we'll start up again.
Sorry,
no,
sorry to cut you, Sam. There's one.
I would sack him this very second. Like,
Sam, 1 second.
I would as well, but
there's 1 point. In fact, I'm checking it right now. There's 1.2 thousand in the building on YouTube. 138, I think, on X. Smash the like button, people. You know why you're here. Please do the respectful thing. I really appreciate that. The guys really appreciate that. Smash the like button, people. Really does help in the algorithm for this video. Yeah, go ahead, Sam. Apologies.
No worries. So if it were up to me, I'd sack Slot right now. You know, bring in an interim at least for a little bit. Maybe give us some like get us, you know, like a new wind, as they say. Get me excited to do something. But the issue is right now, which is bigger than the manager, is one injury at centre back and we're screwed. That's just the unfortunate, sad part of this whole conversation. And for me, the worst part of anything Marc Guehi is related is the fact that he went for 20 million.
Yeah.
Because you look at the market respectfully, and who the fuck are you going to sign for 20 million? And Marc Guehi is a centre back that starts for every club in world football, not called Arsenal. Literally everyone. Name a football club that Guehi don't start for right now. You can think about it all you want. He's better than Hoysam. He's better than, you know, what's the name of that other Barca centre back next to Kubarsi? I forgot his name. He starts for Bayern. He starts for all
like Eric Garcia and them, man.
Eric Garcia, who is formerly of
exactly.
Man City.
Point proven. So he would start for all the teams in world football, to be honest, except Arsenal. So
yeah,
he'd make us constantly better. And for 20 million, it still is a bargain. It still is a bargain for 20 million. Yes, free is better than 20 million, but 20 million is still like, that's very cheap, you guys. Who the fuck are you gonna sign for 20 million in today's market?
We paid near double that for Leone, who has played 17 career games.
Guys, can I ask you where you think it? Because this is what I think Liverpool fans are trying to understand. Guehi was on the verge of signing for Liverpool. We fully understand that, you know, Glasner threatened to leave and the chairman pulled the plug on the deal. But what I'm struggling to understand is that conversation Liverpool would have had before Guehi left surely would have been, don't worry, we got you. Whether it's January or summer, like you let us know. And even if Guehi did say, I'm going to stay at Palace, yeah, until the summer, and that's this summer, and then Liverpool can see, okay, he's open to the move in January. Why are Liverpool not going, do you know what? He was so close to signing. He wore the tracksuit. Let's make sure we fulfill our part of the promise. And that is we're going to make sure we go and get you. Because let's be real. Like Sam said, £20 million is not a lot of money. I fully understand that maybe the signing on fee might have been hectic, but you still could have came to some type of agreement. Would you not agree, guys?
I think what's happened this season's had an impact though. Marc Guehi's not ignorant. He's going to have watched how we've played this year. He's going to have watched what's happened this season. Yeah. And then when you're presented with Man City who are willing to match all the financial requirements and go above and beyond for you, or us who are sitting there going, nah, just wait till the summer, lad. I guarantee you, he's probably asked about if Slot's going to be our manager next year, and we sort of went, ooh, I don't know. And it's uncertainty. He's just picked the more secure option. He's picked the better option for him.
That's why we should have just sacked him when we had the chance and we had the reason to 9 losses from 12. Should have just sacked him then and there and kept it stepping. Right?
All of what Matt said would also be predicated on the fact that we have competent owners. We don't. So no, Matt, they wouldn't have let that conversation happen that way. Do you know how much ego there is at Liverpool? They probably didn't even think they needed to talk to him. We just go and get him again. That's the type of owners we have. They've got no...
Do you really think so? You really think it would have been that blasé On a serious note, I know you're angry, but on a
Yes,
serious
I
note,
know our owners are blasé. 1000%. These are the same people who bought Kabak and Davies when we had no fucking centre backs. 100%.
I understand that,
bro.
but do you
100%
think
these owners are blasé? We're trying to defend the title that year as well. Remember?
Yeah. Because what I was gonna say is, all right. So do you think? Because this is what I believed, and I kind of got like a bit of backlash when I said this. Everyone was obviously happy during the summer. I was happy, very rare. But you know what I said? You know when people are like, "Oh, are you FSG in and FSG out now?" Like, because this is the bit. I kept on saying, I need to see a bit more. What are the next transfer windows gonna be like? Now, I'm not expecting to spend 450 mil every single summer. But one thing I did say is we have to be active, we have to be proactive, we have to be competent, we have to be ready. And in the first opportunity we get told as a fan base, yeah, well, you spent that 450, so rare, we got to wait till summer. I'm sorry, what? So basically, Liverpool have just reverted back to what they normally are. So really and truly, like I said, that summer just gone was the anomaly. This is the real us. This is what we are, unfortunately.
I told you.
You might not want to hear it, but there's more evidence of Liverpool doing things like this than there is evidence of having one of the biggest summers ever.
I told
Am I lying?
you, bro. I told you. No, I'm going to give you some joke, Matt. Yeah, I'm actually going to give you some joke. You know, remember the analogy I gave you a little earlier on, yeah, about how we're the rich guy and we didn't have no swag. Has anyone seen Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Shout out to anyone who's seen Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell. That's who FSG are. They're Steve Carell.
Bro, we're just
I'll be honest with you guys, man. I advise everyone in the chat, find something to watch. Like, you know, we are I
was a football. Facts.
Yeah, 100%. Like, listen, watch our channels, watch Liverpool games, but after that, find a series. You know, I've been playing a lot of GeoGuessr recently. I'm in like ranked silver right now in the world. You know, I'm facing.
Fuck off, the GeoGuessr ranked.
Yeah, man, there is. I'm playing GeoGuessr. I'm watching trash TV. I'm watching documentaries. I'm having fun.
Is mental, man.
And then the 90 minutes I have to watch Liverpool is just, you know, it's just depressing.
Like I said, I'm emotionally tapped out for the rest of the season. There's no point in me getting worked up over something that is not.
But do you know how mad it is that you're saying that your club, our club, spent all that money, yeah, and are so far off the targets that we set out that you've mentally basically checked out. Do you know how mad that is for any Liverpool fan to say it right now?
I'm just waiting for my boy.
Like the fact that we're sitting there, like. There's some
what
serious.
What difference will he make, Tom, when they're not going to buy him any players?
But again, I know you're very angry at the owners. They did buy players for this manager. He's just failed to use them correctly, and that is then.
No, they bought him players one time. Yeah, they bought him players one time.
I'll be honest. I can't believe it's like Don Hussam who, alongside Kurdish, organized the plane to fly over Anfield with FSG out on it. Was about to say this, but I'm not really blaming FSG for this one. I'm blaming more Hughes and Edwards.
No, but they're just all one conglomerate because
they are, unfortunately, they're under the FSG umbrella, though. If that,
I think FSG would have sanctioned this move.
But then keeping Edwards in control is still their fault.
Because basically you're saying you're like they would have taken some money out of the summer transfer budget and put it in January, in my opinion.
So who is at fault here then? You think it's Edwards and Hughes, or
yeah? I think it's that tag team right there.
I think there's just a massive. I personally think that the guys upstairs don't want to give this manager any more money, and they're going to move on from him in the summer. They should have moved on from him.
Tom, why is he here still then?
Because I don't know.
That's the part. They should have
got rid of him. I agree. They should have got rid of him.
That's the part where FSG is to blame. That's the only part where
the moment we lost to Nottingham Forest, Arne Slot should have been, thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for the league title. Fuck off. We're going to get someone new in. We need to move in a new direction. The fact of the matter is, we're now in near February. They're just going to look at it and go, there's no point in getting an interim in for 3 months. So we're just going to move on.
No,
we'll move on in the summer when he's there with 12 months. They should have got an interim in.
They've sacrificed the season, innit? They've just gone, we don't care. So it is what it is.
They have looked at it. They have looked at it and they've went, Chelsea have gone and got the senior who takes his gloves off when he's at training so his claps can be heard and he teaches his players how to wash their hands. United have gone and got Carrick who was just an interim manager with no experience in the Premier League. We can keep Arne Slot, play the shit football, go on a 15-game shit unbeaten run. We will get top 4 because everyone else behind us isn't good enough. And then we start fresh in the summer.
No, but Tom, what that explanation would be absolutely perfect if it was 2 weeks ago. Alonso is no longer Real Madrid manager. What's the reason now?
I don't think Alonso wants to take another job until the summer. That's my stance. I don't think he. I think that job.
You take the job if you want it, bro. Amorim didn't want to take the job and he still left.
No,
bro, if you want the job,
Amorim was given an ultimatum. United told him, "You take it now, or we don't, or we won't."
So we should give Alonso an ultimatum.
Why would we give him that ultimatum? Why would we do it? Because we want him.
Because they should be desperate to get rid of the man who's going to make the season end a failure.
But Alonso, Drift. I'm going to say this in the nicest possible way. Alonso is good. The best Alonso could do this summer or this season is about the same as what Arne Slot could do. It's next summer and next season where we're going to start to see the improvements. If we bring Alonso in now in January with this squad, with no transfer window, he's only going to achieve exactly what Arne Slot could achieve. Bring Alonso in now, isn't going to change anything.
I disagree. He could do more. Alonso could do more. You don't know that.
And he'll learn the squad. He'll know what he needs and what he doesn't need. We'll be giving him a long pre-season, basically. If we're going to write off this year, I'd rather it was with a manager who was planning for next year.
I would love that. But the way I see it, and I might be wrong, I don't think Alonso wants another job right now. And there's no point. And the club are looking at it going, well, he's our top target. We might as well just wait until the summer, get him in, give him a full pre-season, give him the full whack, and then we'll go from there. The thing that I disagree on is you could have brought an interim in. You could have brought an interim in. But they are so far in now, and Slot has put together the worst unbeaten run you've ever seen, to the point now where they're sitting there going, you know what, he's shit, but he might just get us over the line anyway. And then all
right, Tom, to Drift's point, what he's saying is, yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, Drift, yeah, if you don't get Alonso now, you know there's still a possibility, and remember, we don't know what's going on with Pep. Who's to say Man City don't swoop in and get Alonso if they can't get Enrique? Exactly. You know, like sometimes we just think automatically, well, because we've done the same thing with Semenyo, we've done the same thing with Guehi.
I was just about to say that.
Who's to say
the bag all the time? What's
you know their man over at City don't mess about, and they like the Spanish managers. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Remember, who's the sporting director? What's his name, Tom? The champ. What's his name?
Hugo Viana. They changed.
No, the guy above him.
They changed
the one who brought.
He's not there anymore. Chichi Bergestan. He's not there anymore. He left.
He's not there. So who's the guy that kind of who took over his job? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure it's Hugo Viana. He was from Sporting. That's why.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Is it Seriano, guys? I know Tiki is it or is it Hugo? Is it only Hugo Viana now? If I've got that wrong, I've got that wrong.
Hugo Viana's the director of football. Yeah,
he's director of football. But who's the guy above him?
What, like the CEO?
Yeah.
The what's his name?
Because they remember when they first came to City, there was like a group of them in it. Is it Tiki? Sorry, I can't remember. Like, there was like a group of them. Wasn't just one. I think the chat saying sorry.
Khaldoon. That's who it is. I remember.
All right. And was he previously from Barca as well?
No, Khaldoon's been one of the ones from.
All right, so I've got that one completely wrong. All right, so ignore what I just said. But what I'm saying is, Man City are a front-footed team who are proactive. They would already be thinking, all right, if there's a chance that Pep leaves this season or next season, they're making them phone calls, something that it seems like we don't like to do.
No, but my entire thing is based on, I don't think he comes in now. I don't think he comes in mid-season, Alonso. But you're fucking calling him now, and you're sorting everything out so he's there in the summer. You're doing all that. You're not sitting there on your hands. You know, Drift again. I know you're angry. The Guéhi thing is not like the Alonso thing. The Guéhi thing is not like the Alonso thing.
Who else is going to need a manager in the summer, Tom? Because Enrique's the one who will probably end up at Man City. So who's going to need a manager in the summer, Tom? Another club more ambitious than Liverpool, willing to pay more than Liverpool and back their manager. Yeah. So Alonso will go PSG, Enrique will go Man City, and we'll have our dick in our hand.
Really? Okay, that's how you see it. That's fair enough. At the end of the day, I look at it. I think,
and then and then what we do? We'll probably just give Slot the job and just let him continue because we'll realize there isn't really anybody that we like.
No, they won't because they've spoke to other managers already, and the World Cup
have they?
Good managers. Yes,
Slot look pretty comfortable to me. They still say wild shit. They spoke to Cesc Fabregas. Does he look like a man who's worried about his job to anyone?
Does it fucking matter
He
if
looked-
he's winning
he
or
looked-
not?
to be
He's
fair,
going
he
to
looked
look
kind of
so
calm in the
and
press
composed
conference
in the
still.
press conference.
He
You
looked
don't
kind
look
of
like
calm.
a man under
he's
pressure
going
to
to
me.
look calm. Who gives a shit? At the end of the day,
Mm.
what the actions of the football club speak louder than the way my manager sits and talks in a press conference.
I understand that.
The fact he's down to 18 months of his contract, the fact they're not giving him any more signings, that to me carries more weight than he's not sitting there looking a bit calm in his press conference. That's
Well,
fucking
he needs to
irrelevant
go
to
to
me.
Hollywood if his acting is this good. Because if he's a man under pressure, he could have fooled me.
But he's not under
He
pressure.
could have fooled me.
Drift. He's not under pressure. The decision's probably been made. If
Why
the
is he
decision's
not
made or not under pressure,
Tom?
because
He's
the
Liverpool
decision-
manager and he's
the
failing.
decision,
Why is he not under pressure?
the decision has been made. If the decision's been made, there's no pressure because it's not going to change. It's not going to change. What pressure is he under? If he doesn't believe, if the decision's been made, if the decision has been made, that Liverpool are going to change their manager.
Point throughout all the shouting. He's not
If-
saying that he doesn't want Slot gone. He's saying we lost to Eindhoven 4-1 at home and he's still here. We lost 9 games out of 12 and he's still here. He fought our best player and he's still here. You know, we drew 3 back-to-back games while playing dog shit football and he's still here.
No, I get the
Listen,
point.
at some point in time, like I even myself give up. Like I think the only way, I'll be honest with you guys, the only way Slot gets sacked is if we lose like the next 5 games in a row 3-0 and it's absolutely humiliating and embarrassment. That's the only time that he'll get sacked. Other than that, bald bastard gonna be here till December.
If the decision has been made, and there's nothing that can be done to change the mind of the people who made the decision, what is the pressure? Because nothing he does is going to change it. So there's no pressure on him to change anything because the decision's been made. There's no pressure.
All right, so Tom, if that's the premise that we're going on, if we've got a director of football in now who is apparently, on what we've been told, buying players for Liverpool, not for the manager, because we don't do that anymore. Apparently, we don't buy just for the manager. That was only Klopp who got that right. He earned the privilege of buying players just for who he wanted. Apparently, now we buy players for what Liverpool need. That would mean we're also recruiting a manager that would understand that. So it doesn't really matter who's going to be the new manager. Marc Guéhi's who Liverpool wanted. Why the fuck isn't he a Liverpool player? Semenyo is who Liverpool wanted. Why the fuck is Semenyo not a Liverpool player? So it doesn't even matter. Why are we not buying players? Because we have a hole in the squad that won't just be for now, it'll also be for next year.
I agree. We should have bought the fucking players. I'm on the same side as you. We should have bought the fucking players. They should have been in through the door. But there's no put. You're getting angry about it, and that's fine. This why I don't fucking care. I'm not gonna stress myself out over it. There is no point in me getting worked up over it because nothing's gonna change. I'm just trying to get an understanding of what we're doing. Not trying to,
I'm trying to get an understanding.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to figure out why we're doing that. I think
we're on the same page there, man.
I think it's pretty obvious that they want to move in a different direction. I will be honest. I think they weren't expecting Arne Slot to play the way he's played this year. We have not played anything like how we played last year. A lot of the philosophies from last year aren't the same. So Liverpool might want to buy for the idea of Liverpool, but the manager's not playing the way of Liverpool. So then they're sitting there stuck between a rock and a hard place. At the end of the day,
not really, Tom, because if Guehi comes in now and Semenyo comes in now, they get 5 months of playing under a shit regime, but then it all goes well in the summer and we don't lose them to the opposition the way we have now, bro.
Do you think Semenyo was really their first choice left wing target?
From what we were being told.
Disagree.
I don't think, man. If I'm being honest,
I think he was the one.
Until a month ago.
I think he was the one that was available in the January, but I don't think he was the first choice left wing target. I think they had other targets in mind for left wing that just they didn't get for whatever reason. But Semenyo was just the guy that would have been available in the January because of the release clause. The Guéhi one, I'm completely stumped on. I don't know why we haven't done the Guéhi one because everything points to doing the Guéhi one. But the left wing situation. We spoke to PSG twice over Barcola, and he's now not signing a new deal. Barcola is better than Semenyo. Barcola is higher up on that shortlist than Semenyo. 100% he is.
I don't think he's better.
It was put out in the summer that Richard Hughes is as big a fan of Bradley Barcola as you can guess. So for me,
but Richard Hughes don't know what the fuck he's doing, man. So I don't even care about that.
Whether he knows what he's doing or he doesn't, he's the one in fucking charge.
I know,
Right,
and
just
that's what the problem is right now.
just some more news, guys. This is regarding a different centre back now. Maybe I don't know. They're linked somehow, but I don't know whether people believe this guy or not. You know, Christian Falk, the Bayern guy. He said Liverpool have cleared Nico Schlotterbeck route as Bayern withdraw. So apparently Liverpool are rumored to be looking at Schlotterbeck. I don't know how I'm just letting people know. I don't know.
This is just journalist shit. Like, oh my god, they missed out on a centre back, so let me just link them to another centre back.
True. No, I hear that.
I'll be honest. I went into this January window optimistic, but now I'll be honest. I just don't think we're gonna sign anyone. If we didn't jump on Guehi for 20, we just ain't gonna sign anyone.
Yeah.
What would like a financial version of a chastity belt be?
I don't know what the chastity belt is to begin with, so
it's a pair of underwear that a virgin wears so that they don't get tempted to fuck.
Well, I've been wearing those for 30 years.
What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
Nah, Drift, your guy mad. I didn't even want to respond to that because your guy mad.
I'm just educating her son.
Drift just jumped out the car and said, "You man, just leave me where I am."
Bro. I never got back in the car, bro.
Drift.
I don't think Drifty's going mad at all. I think Drifty's entitled to be this angry. So is everyone.
No, of course he is. No, of course he is.
I'm not like. Look, I think there is like. I think there is different emotions to be displayed. Anger for me is cute right now. I'm depressed. I'm not angry. Like, I'm just sad, and I give up on this club. I'm beyond anger now. Like, I'm at acceptance stage. I know who we are. I don't look forward. Do any of you look forward to watching tomorrow's game? No, you don't.
No, because we're gonna struggle to break. We're gonna struggle to break down Burnley.
I don't even look forward to watching tomorrow's game.
I went the Barnsley game. We won 4-1. And I again, you watched on the telly, so you might know more than me. I didn't enjoy that game. I thought we were under the cosh for a good amount of time. I thought it was a pretty poor performance for the most part.
The first 30 seconds, Barnsley hit the post.
Yeah, they did.
Like, we had minimal threat. We scored 3 worldies and then a well-worked goal in the 95th minute. And outside of that, Trace said, fuck all.
We had to bring on the heavy hitters to win that game. Well, to, I guess, cement that game, innit?
Like, all this stuff just adds together. I think it's blindingly obvious he's not going to be here next season.
Liverpool's in disarray.
I agree with that, but the reason why we're all depressed right now is because he's still here.
Yes, he should have gone. He should have gone. Let's just make that abundantly clear.
Tom, relax. This is the only part where, like, I blame the ownership for, because he should have gone already. And this is part of us, like, not having the correct direction, in my opinion. So that's the thing. And then you got bots. Like, you see this M. guy. He's a bot. Problem is some Liverpool fans are bots, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like, you know NPCs. You know how when you go into GTA and there's someone on the street driving that, like, he's just, see, like, we will sign few players in January. Trust the club. See, like, it's just a robotic stuff.
That's it.
This guy 100%. He's subscribed to those 2 other. He's 100% subscribed to those 2 other Liverpool channels that have, you know, the club's balls down their throat. It's just for the last 10 years, you know, because they get exclusive interviews, which we will never get. So he just follows what they say like a robot. He doesn't have his own opinion, doesn't form his own opinion. I mean, all 4 of us on this panel right here have different opinions. But at the end of the day, this football club is giving us no reason to be hopeful. This football club is not giving us any reason to be excited. The football's dead. The manager's still here. He's beefing our best player. We just let Guehi go to Manchester City for 20 million. We suck. We're in a top 4 race right now. If Man United get a new manager bounce, if Chelsea get a new manager bounce, we are in trouble. So, yeah, there's going to be a simulation from now until May. Enjoy, you guys.
To sum it up, like what you just said, Liverpool's in complete disarray. We've gone from spending £450 million and having one of the greatest summers of all time, potentially. Obviously, we didn't get Guéhi at that time, but we thought, you know what? All right, cool. We understand it, but hopefully we rectify that maybe in January. We're here in January, and The manager, again, hasn't addressed the left wing issue because Cody Gakpo hasn't played well. We thought Rio Engamo might have been given more chances potentially. That hasn't happened either. Federico Chiesa's basically been told, we hate you, so why are you even looking at me? Like, we've seen it. We've got 2 centre-backs. We literally have only 1 centre-back that is versatile, that can play alongside the back 4. He reportedly went for a scan the other day. That is Joe Gomez. Don't even know whether he's going to be available. Connor Bradley's out for the season. Isak's pretty much out for the season. And now you're seeing one of the players that you thought you was going to get in the summer, if not January, go to another team. And the problem is you haven't even put up a fight. And not only that, to just end it off quickly, Arne Slot, the same guy that's here now, lost 9 games out of 12, and Liverpool still think it is acceptable.
Can I ask all 3 of you a question? I want to ask all 3 of you a question.
Go.
Would you take another 3 months of the Spain if I told you Enrique was going to coach us in the summer?
Yes. You give me a list of managers and I'll say yes to it. Just start listing managers. I'll say yes to most of them. Nagelsmann, yes.
I wouldn't
Alonso,
say yes.
Yes.
I wouldn't say yes to no. The reason why I would say no to Alonso is because he's available now. I'm talking about a manager that ain't available now.
Nagelsmann, yes. Enrique, yes. It's not hard to be better than what I've had to put up with this season. We're shit.
I agree with you, Tom. I'm saying, like, if their vision is we're gonna keep Baldy until the summer and then we're gonna get Enrique, I hear it. But don't make me wait until the summer and then give me Xabi Alonso anyway, because you're just wasting everyone's time.
But if Alonso doesn't want to take a job, if Alonso wants to take a break after Madrid and then start again in the summer, I also think that's perfectly fine.
Because Tom, why would he want to take a break when he's a young manager and he thought he was going to be in a job this season?
Madrid was a shit show. Madrid was a shit show from the board and the pressure and the media. And I think you just need.
I think 5 months.
It was a shockingly horrendous 5 months in terms of the
pressure. Fabrizio's already said Alonso doesn't want a break and that he's looking to get back into management right away. That's what Fabrizio. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think so. I think he did say that. Yeah. And there's 2 clubs in Europe already looking at
it. The last I heard was that he wanted to a break. He wanted to stay in Madrid until the summer, have a break, spend some time with his family, and then start again in the summer. That was what I was
Klopp
told.
said the same thing, Tom, and then we holidayed, and then he came back from his holiday. Big managers don't turn down big clubs if they're free agents.
Drift. I agree, but I'm not factoring. I think the difference there is we are not factoring in what Madrid is and the shit show that Madrid was for him. Every day was fucking horrendous. Have you seen all the stories that have come out about the disrespect and the pressure and the shit that went on there? I'm not shocked that he would potentially want a break. And I think that as the football club, we might be trying to be dead smart and doing what we've done with, where it's like, oh, if we bring him in now and then he gets this squad and it's not great and then we fall out the top 4 and he's under pressure next year and this, that, and the other, at least Slot can take all the hits if it goes bad now. And then the manager gets a clean slate in the summer.
Yeah, but I would rather a manager get used to his squad for a few months. I think everybody would know that if he didn't do well in the first couple months, give him a bly because Slot made it bad for him before he came in. We're reasonable fans. I think everybody would say that.
You would like to think, Drift, but that should be how it's done. The reality will probably be different because there's a lot of people who are very reactionary and there's a lot of people who want their 5 minutes of fame. And shit would happen in those months if he came in and we didn't reach the expectations that everyone thinks we're going to reach. I think the club are going to try and be dead smart and go, look, what we'll do is you can get in the summer, you'll have a general idea of what our squad's like, figure it out in the first week or 2 of pre-season, and then we push ahead and then we move on from there. Getting him in now, the problem is the moment he was sacked on Monday, he should have come in on the Tuesday.
You know what? Big up Josh.
That's my point, Tom.
There's a World Cup this summer. How is it actually going to be easy for a new manager when he ain't even going to get his players back until July? That's a very good point. None of us even thought about that.
No.
That would make even more sense.
That's why I asked you guys that question specifically. The reason why I asked that question is 2 things. Number one, look, if Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards sit with us on this live stream and go like, guys, the reason why we didn't sack Arne Slot is because we spoke to Luis Enrique. He isn't extending at PSG, and we're gonna sign in this summer. All of us would go like, okay, all right, I understand. This is why you're sticking with Baldy. You're probably going like, let's defend, let's do this bullshit football, get me top 4, and then we're gonna get Enrique in the summer. The reason why I said what I said to Tom is, look, don't make me wait until the summer and then get Xabi Alonso anyway. That's something that would legitimately irritate me. Like, because he has been available now for a week already. And if your plan from now is to get Xabi Alonso, sack Arne Slot, get Xabi Alonso in from now. He'll have 2-3 months with this squad. He'll understand who's good enough, who ain't good enough. We'll make moves in the May transfer window and we'll go again. That part I understand. But with Luis Enrique, it's different. Like, I think a lot of people in the chat, as soon as I asked that question, was like, yeah, I would do it. Everyone, like, if I go like this, I'm going to give you a treble winning manager twice who played the sexiest football in all of Europe last year to come to Liverpool in the summer. You'd be like, okay, I'd do 3 more months of Slot for that. No problem. But don't do all this and then in the summer get me Xabi Alonso anyway. Tab Habibi, he was available. You get me? Like, if we're waiting until the summer to get Enrique, Nagelsmann, I get it. But don't do all this and then get someone who's there right now. That's the part that would irritate me, you know? Like a Zidane or blah, blah, blah. Like, that thing would irritate me, really. So, that's
I agree. I'm going to read out the supers, but I'm quickly starting this one. Big up top the clips. He says, Matt, players in the summer due to the World Cup will cost double the price. Hence why getting Semenyo and Guehi at prices where bargains are needed. I'm sure you guys will agree with that.
I mean, the idea that players will cost double.
Not double, but they will cost more if they do well.
Certain players will, but I think that people massively overestimate the impact that has now.
I still think that. No, if you're one of your top targets, like let's say, for example,
15 to 20 years ago, 100%, because the World Cup was, you know, that all eyes were on the World Cup and it was one of the main sort of things for people to look at. Now, everyone knows pretty much everything about every player ever. They'll have prices and stuff set in mind, and there'll be a premium on it, but it certainly won't be as high as people are going on about, because the Euros happened and players' prices weren't inflated from the Euros. The Copa America happens every 2 years. Players' prices aren't inflated by the Copa America, but do you know what they are inflated by? If you have a good season in the Portuguese league, if you have a good season in the Dutch league, if you have a decent Champions League campaign. That matters more to clubs than if you have a decent. In fact,
the only reason why we're having all these conversations is because of Arne Slot. I love this summer. I don't think anything went wrong this summer other than the Guéhi shit on the last day. If we had a competent manager, we'd still be in the title race. We'd be still in the Carabao Cup. We'd be still in all competitions. We'd be feeling really good about this team. We'd be really good about this squad. So I have zero issue with this summer window. I don't think selling Diaz was a mistake. I definitely do not think selling Nunes was a mistake. Maybe not replacing Diaz with a similar level player. I think that's an issue because me personally, the summer, I said if it were up to me, I'd sell Gakpo and keep Diaz because he's a different profile. Because remember, at the beginning of the window, Gakpo and Diaz were both linked to Bayern. I said personally, I would rather sell Gakpo. So I've said it from the summer that I would rather keep Diaz over Gakpo. But for me personally, look, I think with the team that we had and with the summer that we had, any competent manager, we would still be in the title race. We would still be cooking right now. But unfortunately, we don't have a competent manager, which is why we're in this position.
Also, the thing that sort of cements it more to me that the manager's gone in the summer is Johnny Heitinger has just joined Tottenham. Johnny Heitinger was a very important piece of his coaching staff last year and would have been open to a move back. If they believe that Arne Slot was the man for the long term, surely you would move heaven and earth to get one of his main assistants back. But if he's going in 4 months' time, there's no point in bringing Heitinger back for 3-4 months to get rid of him when, for example, Alonso would want to revamp the coaching staff with his coaches. So again, there's a lot of things that are slotting in place that are either all wonderful coincidences at the same time or all point to us changing the manager in the summer. And because I believe we're changing the manager in the summer, I'm not going to stress myself out over this manager anymore and his decision. Did you see what he said in the press conference today about Calvin Ramsey?
Calvin Ramsey, yeah.
He said, "I've got better options."
Because that's just a masterclass in man management. That's a masterclass in man management. You know who else he mentioned today? He mentioned PSG again today.
Yeah, I know.
He mentioned PSG.
We're the only team to take him to penalties, and I know. I listened to the whole thing. I know.
What are we doing here? We can get angry at everyone else, and there are reasons to get angry at everyone else, but there is a common denominator across this whole season, and it's the manager. It's the manager.
No, the
manager.
Coach. The coach.
Sorry, the head coach. The head coach is the common denominator in all of this season. You can point fingers at everything. Do we honestly believe if Liverpool were challenging for the title, we were 1 point off top, that Marc Guehi sits there, that we don't push for Marc Guehi, knowing that he could be a difference maker? Or is it because of the fact that we're sitting there going,
that's why
player,
Tom is 100% correct.
For
This makes me now know for a fact, and this is where we have to find the positive in all this, and this is my positive. This makes me know for a fact that Slot is not staying. 100% Slot is not going to stay. Guaranteed. Put a stamp on it right now. The only way that Slot stays is if he wins the Champions League. That's the only way that he stays. Other than that, he's not going to stay.
So why are we wasting time?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't know, bro, but I agree with Sam. I think it's already done.
I know you're mad at the ownership right now, but look at it from the perspective that Tom said. Had we bought Marc Guehi for 20 million, it would mean that there is still belief in Arne Slot. But the fact that we didn't shows that they don't even believe in Arne Slot to handle Marc Guehi, which is why I think he's
not if you're buying for the club and not for the manager. You're buying a very good centre back to come in and be a great person for the new manager.
That part I agree with.
At the team. And do you want to know what's even more crazy? Let's say Alonso does want to play a back three, even though most people don't really like that formation. Marc Guehi is a perfect left-sided or right-sided centre back for a back three. So therefore, it would still be a good purchase regardless.
He would welcome an Enrique
centre back. He's a good ball play centre back.
No, they should have done. Do you want me to be honest? Do you want me to be very honest? I think we spoke to Marc Guehi in January, and he said no. And now we're trying to play the media line of, well, it just didn't make financial sense to do it in January. Because I think he sat there and looked at it. That would be
typical FSG, wouldn't it? So
I think he sat there and looked at it and went, who do I want to join? The team that's in 4th place, in disarray, with a manager who I don't even think is going to be there next year, or a team that's challenging for the title. They've got a very good squad. They're investing in the summer. They've invested now. They're challenging for the title. They've got a real chance of top 4, and they get to play under the best manager in the world for however long he's still here. I think the choice was made very clear when we were 4th, battling with Chelsea and Liam Rosenior and United and Michael Carrick for positions, and Manchester City challenging for the title. I think it was made very clear at that point that he chose us, that they chose them, over us. I think he's turned us down, and we're trying to now play the whole, we just didn't go for him. It just didn't make sense. Why we go for him? Because that's what football.
A bit like the Bellingham thing when Liverpool done the whole. It didn't make financial sense.
When we get turned down, we don't come out and say we got turned down. The only guy that's happened with the Zubamendi, because the Spanish media reported it first, and we couldn't exactly go, well, no, he hasn't. That was
could
the
be
only
the Bellingham thing all over again. You never know. I'm not saying it's fact. It could be though.
We will try and control our narrative. I'm pretty confident saying he's turned us down. I'm pretty confident saying that City went in, gave him all that. We went in and went, look, we'll do this, and he went, no, I'm all right. I'll go there. And now we're trying to save face, even though the way of saving face is stupid because we can all see through the fucking lies and the facade of it all. So again, it doesn't. I think we got turned down for Semenyo as well, but I think overall it just doesn't. It's irrelevant.
What you're saying doesn't even seem that far-fetched, Tom, but at the same time, I know this ownership, and I would be very shocked if they actually wanted to pay money for a player who was free in the summer. I know what this club's like.
I don't think they wanted to. I don't think they wanted to, but I think if it came down to it, they would have done. If Marc Guehi had sat there, if Marc Guehi had sat there in the meetings and went, if Liverpool do this, I'll join them. If Liverpool honour the contract from the summer and give me a bit of a sign-on fee, I'll do it. And they are my first choice. I think we still go for them. I think he sat there though, looked at everything, weighed everything up, weighed up their financial package to our financial package, their current success to our current shit, their manager to our manager, and went, who do I want to play under? Him. So,
but Guardiola might not be there. Though. No, but Guardiola might not be there. They have a bit of uncertainty about their management.
But the thing is, City
might not
buy players. They're a bit like Chelsea. So, in my opinion, wasn't it before where I know Chelsea have done this before. Chelsea have bought players when there's no manager. City kind of remind me of them a little bit. Like I feel like City are more like, well, we don't really care. We just identified him as a centre back, and different from Liverpool. Maybe.
Oh, you mean like how our ownership said that we are supposed to be now? Well, we
yeah,
don't buy
but clearly we're
manager.
not because we're still exactly the same and nothing's changed.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because what we were told, or what was supposed to be, was Liverpool are providing a platform for any coach to do what he needs to do, and if it doesn't work, we could just replace the coach with anybody because everything's in place.
Yeah.
Everything's there. Don't know about that.
But again, I think the difference there.
A lot of in-house
is,
fighting at Liverpool, it seems.
And again, I look at it and go, I don't think the club are trying to move away from that model. But the manager himself is not playing the football of the model. So Liverpool Football Club, and I've
to
said
get rid of him.
They should have done drift. It all comes back to the overarching point of that fucker survived losing 7-1 on aggregate in the space of 2 games to PSV and Forest. So their decision was made then. They are not getting rid of him mid-season. Maybe there's a break clause in the contract. Maybe they save fucking 2 million quid in the summer. Whatever reason they have, it won't land with me. But we are where we are. We are where we are. The fact of the matter is,
I hate that saying, you know. I cuss my brethren about it all the time.
But it's the fact of the matter. We are where we are.
I can never accept that. I just can't. But now, all I'm saying is this. I'm with Drift on this. You're not wrong. No, Tom, you're not wrong. What me and Drift are trying to understand, and a lot of other Liverpool fans, is you've lost 9 games in 12. You're playing crap football. You've had a fight with Salah. Soberslide don't like you. McAllister don't like you. Endo hates you. Chiesa wants to punch you up and kidnap you and take you to Italy and punch up again. Flipping Andy Robertson don't even know if he even like the manager, but he's just kind of just getting on with it, yeah? But this manager just caused bare disarray, you know? Bare disarray. And he's still here. It don't make sense.
He should have gone. I agree. Everyone fucking agrees he should have gone. But we are where we are because they
just won the league. Bro, how about sorry, 1 second. I understand, yeah, that the manager won the league. I'm not taking that away from him. He was amazing, and I'm not gonna do the whole it was Klopp's fit. Don't get me wrong. Yes, the platform was there for him to succeed, but he still had to make serious adjustments for us to win that. But this season is different. This season, he's gone against his principles. This season, he's obsessed with becoming some evolution of PSG. He is obsessed with inverting everybody into the center of the football pitch. He is obsessed with total football. He is so obsessed that he's now telling other teams how he wants them to play football. The man came out the other day and said, I don't like when teams go long. That's not how I want to see football. Real football is how PSG play and how all these top teams. Brother, what?
The maddest one.
Am I going mad?
The maddest one, Matt. After the Barnsley game, he comes out and says,
This manager thinks he's Doctor Strange. You control you can't control how people play football. No, what are we doing here?
That's not the bad thing. The worst thing he said was after
I didn't even want to crash it. Sorry, Tom. I didn't even want to crash her. But I have to say this. I have to. This manager is a control freak. I'm gonna be honest, yeah. He's telling teams how they should play. What are we doing here? That's the coach. The coach says, last season we didn't face that many long balls. This season it seems like the league has changed. And I don't remember when they asked him, we don't have an answer. He goes, I don't have a solution. What do you mean you don't? You're a coach. But you're supposed to find a solution. Hold on a minute. So when man tells you to go do your homework, you just go back in the next day and say, do you know what? I just couldn't figure it out, so I didn't even attempt it. What are we doing? You're the coach. Teach. Do something. Don't just sit there and just do the whole, next question. What do you mean next question? Answer the question. I want solutions. Like, I don't understand. Like, generally. I'm sorry. I didn't even want to crash up. But I just thought about it and I was like, no, this manager's done way too much, yeah? And don't get it twisted, yeah? Everybody has a right to get mad and frustrated. And I understand.
Who's keeping him in the job, Matt?
I don't know. Like, let me stop there because go on.
It's the point of what he said after the Barnsley game. He says, I have done 30 pre-match meetings this season, and I've had to throw 28 of them in the bin because what I said didn't happen on the pitch.
The man's on. Do you know how much money this guy's on? So you're basically telling me you was given home. You're the teacher, and you've given them the homework. But out of them 30 pieces of homework you gave out, You shouldn't have bothered because only 2 of them were actually going to teach the kids something. This manager's a fraud.
Basically,
this is exactly why I'm depressed. Like, I'm legitimately depressed watching Liverpool Football Club. I don't look forward to the football. I don't look forward to the games. I don't look forward to the press conferences. I don't look forward to transfer windows. I'm just bored of this bald bastard and a shit football and everything that we're doing on the football pitch. And it's being translated in the transfer windows because, in the words of Jerry James, it takes you so long to build a reputation and one fuck up to just ruin it. That's just right.
Alex Crooks amended his Guéhi tweet. Fee agreed around 20 million plus add-ons, taking the total deal to 30 million. Wages around 300 grand a week for Marc Guehi. So it's now not 200 grand a week, it's 300 grand a week. Because, we can't pay that.
We give Cody Gakpo £285,000 a week to ignore Kirkers and cut in like a useless giraffe every fucking game.
You know what? I blame myself because you know what I did last year? I remember exactly what's happening. I was doing the dishes, I was washing up, and that's one of my times for contemplation. It relaxes me, when I do the washing up. So I was doing the washing up.
Go get some dishes now, mate. I think you need them.
No, I know.
You're gonna mash up plates, right? You're gonna bruck up plates.
No. So I was washing up, and I was like, why am I so stressed out when Liverpool are playing well? Do you know what it is? It's the pressure of what if we fail? I don't like it. Makes the season unenjoyable, even though the end goal is going to be superb. That pressure of feeling like you have to win because you have to get that title, the hunger, the desire, the want, the need to be the best. It's painful when you're going through it. I don't even know if I like this. This is making football unenjoyable. I know the game's tomorrow, and I'm just worried we're not going to win the game. Fuck, man, I don't like it. I tell you what. Right now, future Drift, we'll go back and tell that Drift to shut the fuck up and enjoy the fucking ride while it's good. Because I tell you what's worse, being shit and not even wanting to watch your fucking team every week because you know there's no fucking point. And you know what? That is where I'm at right now, like Hassan just said. Now you're right. I've reached that stage. I'm just fucking depressed now. The fuck is the point? Who are we playing tomorrow? God's honest truth. If you hadn't said Barnsley, or Burnley, I wouldn't even fucking know. I didn't even check. I don't even care anymore. When have we got our next Champions League game? Is it the week after that? I don't know. I stopped checking. I don't even give a fuck anymore. So you know what? Outside of the playing staff that go on the pitch and wear football boots, fuck everyone at Liverpool right now for putting us in this situation. The owners, the director, the CEO, the manager, the coaches, fuck all of them. All of them. The only people I don't say fuck you to are the youth team and the 26 players who have got a contract. Everyone else, fuck all of you. You all put us in this situation. Every single one of you.
By the way, how are the players getting away with this? But some of them players need to also be told to do one as well.
No. I get that. But I've been told all season that it's not their fault when I tried to say they should take blame.
It's some of their fault.
I'm just gonna run with what everybody's told me to do now and just blame the management and beyond. But this whole situation with how the club got here, the ownership, the CEO, all of those people, I'm sorry, they are running this club completely wrong if they believe it's okay for us to just go for the rest of the season being mediocre, just about get top 5, because I think 5th even gets you Champions League.
Guys, unfortunately, I've got to leave. I've got to go and do school run. But listen, I'll say this before I go, I didn't want to crash out, but just right. The reality is we're in such disarray. Man will go from being angry to just being depressed. Like, it's mental with Liverpool right now. And the thing is, all jokes aside, whether you thought Marc Guehi was a world-class defender, international defender, the point is he would have been a reinforcement and he maybe, just could have helped in the dressing room due to his character of him being a captain and having know-how being in battles. And when we have certain battles on that football pitch, you might need a player like Guehi. The fact that we just didn't really put up a fight, this tells you everything you need to know in regards to our football club. Yes, Arne Slot might believe in at the end of the season. Yes, he might, he potentially might stay, but that would be, he would probably have to win the Champions League or, you know what I mean? In fact, no, I'll say Champions League. Liverpool should have got Marc Guehi regardless of the situation, because whether Slot goes or not, we needed a centre back, and we needed a centre back of a good caliber. I don't know about this 300k a week. Some reports are saying 200, some reports are saying 300, but we needed another centre back. That is just the reality, because as things stand right now, Kanate is on the verge of leaving. Virgil's contract ends at the end of next season, and so does Gomez's as well. We should have acted on this one, and I feel like we just stood still and allowed this to happen. So I'll leave it there. I've got to shoot, guys.
Yeah, just big up, bro.
I'll give you a call later, Drift. We'll talk, man. This is
yeah. Let me get through these supers before they pile up, and then we'll get back.
Big up Sam as well. I'll give her Sam a shout as well. Big up yourself, Tom. Big up, man.
Big ups.
Yeah. Slot 1, 2, 3, 4 says
love people. Apologies for the crash out, man.
Nah, bruv, you're on the same page now. That's all.
Yeah, bruv.
Guéhi going City show. Slot isn't here next summer. Says Slot 1, 2, 3. Sam, discipline your child, says Akia. I'm guessing he's talking about Tom. Sean, is that a Real Madrid Alonso shirt? Disgraceful. Is that a Real Madrid Alonso shirt?
Yeah, it's a Real Madrid 2011 shirt. I got it ages ago because, I quite like collecting old football shirts. God forbid someone, God forbid I don't just have Liverpool shirts of all these players.
Fair enough. Akil also says FSG out. Street approved. Says this club can go to hell. I agree with you, bro. Slot 1, 2, 3 also says Drift. If this means Slot goes, I am here for it. I'm guessing he means in terms of us not getting the players in to get rid of him. Water TRL. Our club is ran by cucks. FSG out, Hughes out, Edwards out, Slot out. They don't care about us. They care about their pockets. That is it. I agree with that, bro. Salah's hairline. Oh, this is a new one. Arnie gave Liverpool. Hold on. Erectile dysfunction. Does he mean when he's saying ED?
No idea, man. No idea. What are we doing here?
Don't make me laugh, man. I'm angry. FSG is the HOE, I'd probably say would be a better way of putting that. Who can't stop selling. It's daytime, guys. It's fucking daytime. I'm trying my best to not crash out myself and say these disgusting things, but I think you get the picture. Even after they won the lottery. Makir also comes back and says, FSG poop on the carpet like a dog, and somehow we are back and talking about Diaz. It is dark and it is peak. Mr. T, we are on our last legs. We are bleeding out. Everything on fire, and FSG is out here saying, nah, it is fine. You know that meme when that guy is sitting there and everything's just burning around him, that cartoon character? I don't even know what the show is from. Jay the Activist says, he went back on his word. I don't even know if we know that for sure, but it is a bit of a weird one. Biggins, there's zero guarantee Barcola or Rodrigo performs on and off the ball as a £100 million player. Semenyo was right there, and he's been doing it in the Premier League, and so has Guehi. Get these pricks, Mick and Dick, out. Mr. T comes back again and says, I wonder what PO Box City are paying from.
I mean, 300k a week is mad. I'll be honest. That
it is mad.
That's mad.
But do you want to know what though, Tom? They probably weighed up the fact that paying 20 mil for the player.
Yeah. They weighed it up and it makes sense. But for us, like that's what we pay Van Dijk.
Yeah, I know. Baggins also says, by the way, this is the same Mick and Dick that are forcing Mo out, sacrificing the whole season. Last we'll see of Mo, Ali, Robbo, and Verge. At this point, I'd rather keep Slot over Mick and Dick. They left him short. Water.
No. We are not going to now rewrite the narrative and say that the manager was left short this season. He wasn't. You know when we were losing all them fucking games? You know when we were losing all them games? That really bad run where we were losing every game and we were shit. You know we had everyone fit. He was the one choosing to play midfielders at right back. He was the one choosing to play the crap style of football. He was the one making the shit substitutions. He was the one at fault for all of that. He was the one.
No, I mean, I think the players were performing under value, but I get what you mean. I do agree. Water also comes in and says, Tom, it is not just the manager, it is the whole club. Get rid of FSG, Hughes and Edwards as well. Out here like Ray Charles, saying everything is fine. Big up Frez, who says the club are briefing the media about developing young talent. The whole squad planning has been a farce. Overpaid transfers, priorities have not been met. I have noticed we do seem to be pushing this youngster narrative quite a bit recently. I think it is some money saving scheme. I don't know. Waters back again, says FSG pulled the same stink with the Red Sox in the USA. Akia comes back again also and says, so according to you, Tom, they aren't making any signings because they're waiting for Slot to go, even though they're the ones who chose not to sack him. Alonso can't use Guehi. Alonso can't use Semenyo.
He could have done. 100% he could have done. And the Guéhi one, you know, ignoring the 300k a week, I look at that one and go, that one's a lot more inexcusable in terms of that one. They have, in my opinion, they have chose to sack him. They've just chose to sack him when they can do it at the best cost for them. Because he'll enter the final 12 months of his contract in the summer, so they've got less to pay off as a severance package. And there might be clauses in the contract and break deals in summer and stuff. I don't agree with it. Again, this is not me agreeing with anything. This is just me trying to figure out why they are doing what they are doing. If it was up to me, the moment I watched us lose 3-0 to Nottingham Forest at home, and we played like utter garbage throughout, he would have been out the door. If not then, 4 days later, when he lost 4-1 to PSV at home, he should have been out the door. And we should have got an interim in until Gerrard.
Fair enough. Akia, big up Akia. Never seen so much copium from Tom. I'm surprised. Jamrock says Marc Guehi as not a recruitment team. Sorry, hold on. Marc Guehi.
He's not a recruitment team centre back profile. Here's the thing
he's
though,
not.
Jamrock. Here's the thing though, Jamrock. He literally suits everything that you would look at from a recruitment team perspective. Age, check. Ball playing, check. You get me? Like English, check. Everything.
I think what Jamrock's going on about is that under Klopp especially, is that Liverpool wouldn't buy small centre-backs. Centre-backs had to be a certain height for aerial duels, and Marc Guehi's small and doesn't have the aerial duel win percent. But I think that changed under this manager. I think that manager had a different focus, which is why, where have we been getting killed this year? Fucking aerial duels.
Yeah, this is all crazy. Big up Rodmere. I hope I've said that right. Oh, yeah, anyway. The Guehi debacle is just another detail. What really doesn't sit well with me is the treatment of Harvey Elliott when accountants take over. Whether the
Harvey Elliott's not going to play now as well, by the way. But we don't plan on. There's no recall clause, and they don't plan on paying us to terminate the loan. I don't know why we haven't just done a decent thing and went, look, terminate it, and we'll just waive the fee, and then we can have them back and use them, because you know we could fucking do worse than having a guy like Harvey Elliott in the squad. But
of course we should.
The poor kid's going to sit there at Villa, not playing because they don't want to pay, and we won't get him back. It's just shit.
Yeah, it's just all a joke. Again, accountants running the team rather than people who are putting the football first. Whether the club have faith in Slot or not, they should still be buying a centre back with how Fred bared the defence is. Facts. Could risk missing out on top four, and those players and managers might not want to come. Facts. If we're not in the Champions League next year, it makes the recruitment totally different.
Do you guys really think we can miss out on top four, like legit?
No, we won't miss out on Champions League, but it won't be.
You know what? There's something that could happen that I don't even want to put in the universe, Hassan. That could make it happen.
No, put it in the universe, mate.
No, I'm not putting it in the universe. I'm not.
Put it in the universe.
Put it in the universe.
The window closes and we only have two senior centre backs, and we lose one or both to an injury for a prolonged period of time.
We have three senior centre backs, but I agree that's a very real possibility.
Well, I don't count Gomez because of how we don't know what the hell's going on.
You have to count him, but you have to caveat it with he's one of the ones that we'll get into at some point. So ultimately, you're not wrong. That is a very real possibility. But the difference is you just look at the competition. The top three is pretty set. That Villa may fall off and may drag them or may end up falling into our little battle. But the fact is, there are 5 teams in a battle for 3 places, really. Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, United. There's 5 teams. Now, ultimately, we will finish above 4 of them.
You would like to hope.
No, we will do drift. We will do. Because Newcastle are in a worse situation than us. United are in a worse situation than us. Chelsea are in a worse situation than us. We are in a really bad situation, but the fact is we just have more natural quality than all of them teams. So when push comes to shove, we will shitly guide ourselves through most of these games where United and Chelsea and Newcastle probably won't for some of them games. So
I'm not gonna lie,
we will finish top 5. It won't be pretty. My God, it won't be pretty. But we will finish top 5.
I agree with you. I agree with you if everything stays how it is now. But God forbid we do lose some of our centre backs. Then Tom, I'm not gonna lie. If you put in the fact that maybe Rafinha might actually get Chelsea playing with time, maybe Carrick might get Man United playing with time. Remember, it's an unknown quantity right now. We don't know if those 2 managers are going to work. What if they significantly improve the squad by 20%? And in Chelsea and Man, you go from being like 40% good to 60% good. They still won't be good enough to be anything great, but they might be good enough to finish above us if we've got no centre-backs. So I'm saying we still need to alleviate that risk by recruiting now to stop that being a possibility, bro.
They should have done, but we know what they're doing. They're waiting until the summer so they can have the full fucking array of options available and they can get their perfect little fucking fancy guy that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. At the end of the day, they're not going to sign anyone. I said that last week, they're not going to sign anyone. I forgot to include Brentford, but Brentford will not maintain this. Brentford are 5th at the minute. They will not maintain this. The fact of the matter is,
Brentford won't, no.
Newcastle, massively inconsistent. United, massively inconsistent. Chelsea, massively inconsistent. I don't think Rafinha has the impact that people believe. I don't think Carrick has the impact that people believe. I think there's deep-rooted problems in those squads. We have the quality to match the top 2, which those don't. So in these shit games where my manager insists on individual quality being the sole way of winning games, we have the individual quality to win those games. We're on one of the worst unbeaten runs you've ever seen, but it is an unbeaten run. We will get top 4.
Do you also agree? Do you also believe that? Do you also believe that, Tom, if God forbid something happened to Ekitike long term, because that Arsenal game we were as blunt as a butter knife. What if we lose Ekitike for a prolonged period of time?
Blunt as a butter. I've never heard that before. Fair enough.
If we lose Ekitike
for a butter knife, have you never seen a butter knife for some?
Butter knife.
Yes.
Yeah, a butter knife has got a smooth edge to it. It doesn't have a sharp edge to it. It's literally just made for butter and bread.
if we lose,
that's what it's made for.
If we lose Ekitike for a prolonged period of time, then Arne Slot's got to get on his hands and knees and beg and plead and pray to Mohamed Salah that he can put what happened behind him and put all his faith back in the man who he tried to force out the door a month ago. That's how.
Slot when Salah is back, Slot need to offer him massages, spa days, whatever the fuck you need, brother. I'm here. You want me to put a dog on the pitch to run for you? No problem. I put an extra guy to run for you. Save me. That's his only hope right now. I'll be honest.
Right.
That's our only hope for some creativity as well. That's the
the thing is, Drift, I can't remember if we spoke after the Arsenal game. I didn't mind the way we played. I think we were very blunt, but I didn't mind the way we played.
No, under the circumstances, it was completely fine.
I quite like that setup because we used that setup last year to play Aston Villa and City, and we played decently well in those games. So I don't mind the setup. I just think that you need one of your 3 attackers fit, and you can.
And we got to put into the consideration of it was a good team. If we had to play like that and we're playing against like Burnley or Everton, it would not be acceptable. It's just because it was Arsenal why it was acceptable. Like you said, Villa, City, if you're playing one of the really good teams, it's acceptable. If you're playing one of the mid-table teams, that's not acceptable. Do you know what I mean? You can't just play out for a draw in a mid-table game like that. That's not cutting the mustard. But yeah, let me just get through the rest of these supers and then we can finish up on the topic, guys. This summer's transfer window of Liverpool will long be studied as how a team spent 450 and moved further away from winning the title while being defending champions. Hope Hassam's words come true. Never fuck with Americans' money.
Tom gave a very good explanation. The reason why I think one of the main reasons why they didn't sign Guehi to begin with is because they don't trust Baldy right now.
Big up Soren, as always, man. Appreciate you, my bro, every single time. Says big up, gents. It's all speculation. First, easier to figure out how the pyramid was actually built than to figure out what is going on behind closed doors at LFC. I have faith in the management, though. You'll never walk alone. Slot in. You know what? Soren hasn't budged on that. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I respect him for is no matter what's happened, he has always consistently been slot in. LB says the LFC women's team about to be relegated as well. Dear Lord, are they flipping out?
To be fair, that they had their manager from last year passed away at the start of the season, so they're.
Oh yes, he did. Yeah. That was a lot.
Don't we know that they've not done well in building the squad, but I think that's been an overarching thing on them as well.
Yeah, didn't we lose one of our best players from the women's? No, two of our best players from the women's team, right?
Yeah, they both went to Arsenal.
One went Chelsea and one went Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they both went Arsenal. Olivia Smith and
did they both go Arsenal? Yeah, see what I mean? Like
Taylor Hinds, I think her name is. The left
back. Ethan says, you see the comments about Calvin Ramsey with Slot? Yeah, we spoke about this, bro. Definition of bad management, exactly what Tom said. Get me Alonso or Enrique in the summer for a fresh start. Rack, my brother. Come on, man. It's all love, my bro. It's all love. Rack says this is exactly what I said. If you remember pre-season, this where we are at right now. I'm gonna have to drop the beat. I know that's gonna make Hassan.
Yes, drop the beat.
Anytime we get a super chat of this magnitude, we have to celebrate it. Big up yourself.
Drop the motherfucking beat. I love the beat. Drop it.
Always love, man. And you made Hassan happy today. Jamrock says Guéhi is more of a slot thinking, ball playing centre back. But yeah, I agree. He probably does actually very much suit exactly the way Slot wants to play. Akia says if he turned us down, we will hear about it. Slot 1234 says LFC stopped contract talks with Slot because he's gone.
You don't let your manager get to the last 12 months of his deal. And it's very telling because FSG never let that happen with Klopp.
Yeah, that's true.
Klopp never got to the last 12 months of his deal.
Speaking of Slot out, we need to remove Slot from the Drop the Beat video.
Yeah, we're going to get on that. H says, lock in drift. We've been buried. City might take the Premier League. That's the hope
I hope
now.
Arsenal win the Prem even more now.
Oh, no, hell no. That's the one thing we'll always disagree on, Hassan. 100%.
Hey, do your thing, man.
No, says I get 300k, not getting him, but somebody else. Then, yeah, there better be somebody else. No, for a fact. William says, "Don't let Guehi hit you on the way out, Arnie."
No, actually, please let him hit him on the way out.
Yeah, in the chest, hard, break a rib. Liverpool. Back to default settings. It's crazy. And Jamrock, the last super chat before we move on says, Tom, look at all the young centre backs, including Leone. I'm guessing he means in terms of profile.
They're all very tall. They're all very tall.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that that they've always stuck by for the most part. They really like having the tall centre backs.
Yeah. No, I hear it. I mean, I don't think Marc Guehi at 6 foot is exactly short, but I get he's not like a giant.
Who's like the smallest centre backs that we've had on? Because like Matip was 6'5". How tall?
It'll be Gomez at 6'1". I think will be the shortest we've ever had.
I don't know what it is in fucking meters. Give me. Dejan Lovren was 6'2". I think
it'll be Joey at 6'1", bro. It'll be Joey.
Is Gomez 6'1", is he? Gomez is 6'2". Gomez is 6'2".
Oh, is he 6'2"?
Yeah, I think 6'2" has always been like the bare minimum they go for. How tall was Clavan? Because he stuck around for a bit, didn't he? He gave us, 2 years? Clavan was 6'2" as well. 6'2" seems to be like the cut-off point for them, and they want to get tall.
Well, but the thing is, Guehi was in a Liverpool kit, Tom. So clearly they were willing to go against that to buy him.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I assume that's them where they go for the whole. Oh well, it just made a lot of financial sense for it, and then now he's getting 300 grand a week. They're going, well, it doesn't make financial sense to put him on the same money as Van Dijk.
So
he's on what 50 grand less than Salah.
No. Remember, Salah's on 450
I hate
now.
Manchester City so much.
Oh, Salah's on 400 now, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally can't
He was on 350 though, weren't he? Guéhi's now getting what Salah. Guéhi's getting now what Salah was getting when he put together last season.
Man United. Like I need an extra reason to hate him. I think I hate him at 9 out of 10 now. I need to hate him 10 out of 10.
But if Glasner's leaving in you know what? I don't think any manager would deliberately leave themselves without a job, which makes me believe that there's a possibility that Glasner could still be the Man United.
It's funny because he's announced it himself. He said in the press conference today he's announced it himself.
Yeah. So he might be taking over from Carrick. He wouldn't just be like, I'm not signing a contract and I have no idea what I'm doing with the rest of my.
Fuck Glasner as well.
No, fuck him for real. But he might be going Man United in the summer. That might actually be what the plan is now, then, for real. But let's just finish up the show, then, guys. We've been talking about it pretty much for the whole time, but I just wanted to get through the supers. Are Liverpool truly, guys, going to be incompetent enough to actually not buy a defender? An attacker is one thing. We really need an attacker. We do. We know we need.
This will be a very short section, my brother.
They are not buying anyone this January. They're not buying anyone this
January.
No,
I believe it as well, but I'm just for the sake of conversation. I'm just asking the question.
For the sake of conversation, we agree. We are not going to buy anyone.
We're not buying anyone this January.
We ain't going to buy anyone.
They're not buying anyone because they don't back the manager.
Guys, this is how predictable we are. We are not going to sign a centre back. And then February 2nd, when the transfer window closes, Konate is going to be out till the end of the season. That's just how it goes. That's just Liverpool this season. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen tomorrow against Burnley as well. The scoreline is going to be Liverpool 2, Burnley 1. We score the first goal by Frimpong getting past their fullback and crossing it in and someone heading it in the back post. We score the second goal by Florian Wirtz and Ekitike combining to score a goal. We have an XG of 0.6. Burnley have an XG of 1.7, and they have 5 big chances at Anfield, but because they can't finish, they don't end up scoring the goals. And we continue with our unbeaten run.
There's probably nothing you said there that won't happen. That's the scary part.
No, Sam, you got to factor in as well the subs. You got to factor in the subs you'll make as well. What subs is he going to make tomorrow?
Oh, we already know them. One of Kirkes and Robertson in for the other one. Brings on Curtis Jones for one of the midfielders and then moves Szoboszlai to right back. Takes off Frimpong and brings in another midfielder. That's it. 3 substitutions.
We can almost guess when he'll do it as well, right? Like in terms of the minute of the game. Like we're almost
67th minute.
Figure out. Yeah.
Yep.
Then he does it again in the 78th.
And then
occasionally in the 87th.
If we're not, because
and then he'll give Chiesa the 3 minutes at the end.
No, Sam, have we factored in if Burnley is scoring? Because if
Burnley I have factored it in.
If Burnley at any point score and at any point in the second half the game is level, then we know that his entire plan is to just chuck on all the attackers that he's got in place.
I think you're just being negative. We're on an unbeaten run.
Sorry, shit, yeah.
No, but Tom, with Salah at AFCON, how many attackers have we got to throw on?
Chiesa. That's it. That's all he's got.
Well, he has to wait until the 87th minute to bring on Chiesa, Tom. So what does he
do? God help me.
Yeah. Help us,
we are on the single worst 11-game unbeaten run I think I've ever seen.
How many wins is there in that 11-game unbeaten?
I think there's 5. 1, 2,
5 wins,
3, 4, 5. No, there's 6. 6 wins, 5 draws.
Yeah,
that is unbelievable.
Draw to Sunderland, 2 draws to Leeds, 1 draw to Fulham,
1 to Arsenal.
Who's the other draw? 1 draw left.
Arsenal. And then wins against Barnsley, Wolves, Tottenham with 9 men, Brighton, Inter Milan with a last-minute dodgy pen, and West Ham with 10 men. Fuck me, we're
No, I must admit, I do believe the Inter Milan game and the Brighton game need to be given some credit because those two teams are actually decent teams.
The Brighton game can get some credit. We did
even the Arsenal game. I give us credit.
And the Arsenal game.
Credit.
Yeah.
The rest, watching Liverpool, I felt like stabbing my own nuts and feeding them to the wolves and giving up on life.
Yeah, Inter Milan also wasn't great. Like, we defended well. We didn't attack great, and then we got a pen in the last
All the
minute
guys,
to
man, just get a new hobby, man. Find some other shit to do. That's what we've been doing recently.
Yeah, NBA season. We're getting into trade season with the NBA. Players are moving. Then we're going to get into the playoffs. That'll be good. That'll be good for you.
All-star.
This is the reason why me and Ram have started up the gaming now. So
I saw you were playing that horror game at night.
Yeah.
I
saw you put yourself through that?
Because it took me away from the emotion of Liverpool.
The real horror is working with Ram for an hour. So,
nah, don't do that.
Wow.
Don't do that, man. Don't do my brother like that.
That was a fucking low blow, that one.
Yeah. Now, why did
you want to know what's funny? Ram is on my channel at 10 today.
What? How's Ram just going to catch a
He's in the comments. He's in the comments.
Oh, he's in the comments. Hey, Ram, I'm only joking, man. You know I love you, brother. Oh, there you are. See? Who invited me to come on? Yep. That's the funny part.
Oh, man. Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Ram just catching a stray for no reason, you know.
I love you, Ram. I'm only joking. I love you, brother.
Nah, I'm sure Ram knows that you're playing about. I'm sure he knows. People, on that note, we will be on Ram's channel later on today. We're going to be alternating channels. So this week it will be Ram's channel. So we haven't actually confirmed the time, me and Ram. We will let you lot know, but it'll probably be a little bit of a similar time to last week, around, the end of the day. So stay tuned. Make sure you go and subscribe to Ram's channel so you know, put those notifications on. Stay tuned to the socials as well. As you just heard, Ram and Hassam have got a show on Hassam's channel. 10 o'clock, did you say, Hassam, yeah?
Yes, 10 p.m. UK time. Jamie, K-Mac, Mike, Das, and Emeka as well.
So big up, man. Make sure you go over there. You should already be subscribed to Tom and Hassam's shows anyway, guys. Especially, obviously, Hassam, who puts out content every week. Tom, has this rage baited you into making regular content at all?
Drift, I started today by saying I'm tapped out of Liverpool. Why would that then push me to make content about the football?
That's true. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I mean, the NBA. You just said maybe you start covering the NBA. Oh no, bro.
Oh no, I watch the NBA to bet on the NBA. You wouldn't enjoy watching me react to the NBA. Oh, there's money on the line. Look, me, honestly, Tyler Hero. Oh my god! Whenever I need him to do something, he's done it for 10 games in a row. One game I need him to get 15 plus points, he gets 14. Can't win.
Oh, one of those ones. Right, we just got a couple more supers in, and then we'll wrap up the show for today.
I'm gonna head out because I've got to go pray and then do another show as well. So big up you guys.
Love us all.
You get me. Pray for your mental health. Keep busy. Go to the gym. Enjoy.
Go outside, stuff. People. Just go outside.
You go outside. I'm literally gonna go pray now. Do a YouTube show, and then go outside and hang out and play cards. Just hang out with my friends. So yeah, enjoy life, you guys. Do anything except think of Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Big up, man. Big up yourself, bro. Right, let's just finish up. Brad, Wataru Endo. Why is Endo taking astray?
Endo hasn't done. I'm all fine for having a laughing joke, but not Wataru. Wataru's done fuck all apart from get injured.
Do you know what I mean? The poor guy just been hung out to dry again. Matt, because 115 charges and Guéhi isn't one of them. Fuck City. Ben says this unbeaten run is papering over the cracks. That's basically what we just spoke about. Big up, Ben. Akia's back again. Big up, Akia. Says if I quit on the season totally, I'm not even bothering watching any.
See now, what are you saying? Fuck us, for? We haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, that's true. That's almost like saying fuck us, bro. Like, what?
Why are we getting punished, Akia? What should us crash out? Have a laugh at us crashing out. Have a laugh at us having to go through this. Don't punish us.
Do you know what I mean? We value you, bro. Don't crash out on us, bro. We ain't done nothing. Brad also says Rasmus Højlund and Van der Borg on loan. We have a title to win. Oh my days. Højlund, he's actually doing well in Italy though, Højlund, didn't it? Since he went over there. Apparently he's doing all right over there. And because that with the last super chat of the day, says Ram is the reason we didn't sign Guéhi. I get her Sam. Why is Ram just catching strays in the chat for no reason? I don't even understand what's going on there. Don't worry, Ram, I got you, bro. But people, we're gonna finish the show there. It's been a pleasure. Big up yourself, Tom, as well, for being from start to finish. Yeah, you got to see me cry. I've completely lost it. I'm done now. I'm no more Mr. Nice Guy. No more patience. Fuck all of this shit. Like,
no more Mr. Nice Guy, people. Oh.
No more Mr. Nice. Yeah, no more Mr. Nice Guy, Tom. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. I'm in my villain arc now. I ain't got time for these people anymore, man. Hold on, a couple more supers have come in. Brad again. He has 3 goals in 18. Oh, okay, maybe it was his start that was good then. And Jamrock says Guehi was in a Liverpool shirt when Slot was coming off of a Premier League win. He had more input. This version of Slot should not be nothing he suggested. Should not get nothing he suggested. Oh, as in that's why you think we're not going for Guehi because he was a Slot signing. I don't believe any of these players were Slot signings, though, Jamrock, if I'm being totally honest. I genuinely don't. I don't believe that Richard Hughes allows Slot to pick the players. He would have asked his opinion and then they would have maybe come to some kind of like agreement to a degree. But I don't believe Slot was ever the one in control of who we signed. I just don't. Richard Hughes is too much of a control freak for me to believe that. Plus, that's the whole point of a football director. He's the one who picks the players. He's the one who shows the direction of the football club. Otherwise, Slot would be manager, not head coach. But again, no one truly knows, do we? So we'll have to agree to disagree on that one. But yeah, Tom, any closing statement before we finish up, bro?
You know, I always said that you need to go out and enjoy life and have and see the world. I hope people now understand why this season, especially, every show I end that I go, I can't wait for my weekend of drinking, and I can't wait to watch other good football. This is why. The sooner you emotionally tap out and watch life, watch other things. I got back into wrestling this year. That was really good when we were shit. I was enjoying watching Cena retire, all that stuff. You need to find a new way out. So that's all you need, people. That's all you need. I'm going to go out on a Friday, have a good couple of bevies, have a good laugh with some mates, and then watch us do shit all against Burnley tomorrow, and then live life, people. Don't let Marc Guehi go in there.
Big up my brother Beige in the building. What would you say to Beige then, bro? Go outside with 30 centimeters of snow. Fuck that.
Drink inside then. drink inside, mate. I don't even know if you drink, but drink inside, live life inside.
Do you know what I would suggest, Beige? Go outside with a big, like, I don't know, in America, I think they call it a switch. You know when you, like a big, massive branch off of a tree, Tom, yeah? Go outside, get one of those and write, fuck FSG in the snow, bro, so everyone can see it from space. That's what I would do, bro. Fuck FSG. And if you want to add fuck Slot in there as well, do that. It is what it is. Hold on, I think a couple more supers have we got any? Oh, yeah. Matt Bickersett says, Darth Drift, welcome back to the dark side. Yeah, I'm back. I'm sick of this shit. Jamot, yeah, no, I know you did for real. Jamot say, you know, I didn't want Guehi. Yeah, Jamot wasn't on the Guehi train at all. So I know that you are actually okay with this, Jamot. But you know what? We got to get in somebody, even if it isn't going to be him. We have to get in someone. Because it also comes back and says, Tom, if I had that many bevies, a train would derail.
That's the beauty of life, though. That's the beauty of life.
Well, I don't know, man. But people, we'll end it there. Love as always, man. To all the supers as well, man. We always appreciate you guys. You know, much love. Your support never goes unnoticed. We also currently have just under 1,500 of you still watching across 2 platforms. So big up to you guys as well, man. It's all love. And yeah, don't forget, guys, make sure you go and check out Hassam's channel and Ram's channel, where there will be some great content for you later on today. And hopefully we will get some form of enjoyment out of tomorrow's game, 3 p.m. kickoff. Be there or be square. People, it's been a pleasure. Big up your damn self. Oh, no, sorry, guys. I will be doing the Manchester Derby at 12 o'clock. So join me on my big up channel for that, for the watch along, guys. Man United versus Man City. Let's do this. Marc Guehi. Oh, no, he won't be in there quick enough to make his debut, really. You got to sign 24 hours before, innit? So Guehi won't play.
He might be at the ground.
Yeah, he'll be there. He might even come out, Tom, and do the reveal when they show the shirt and they come out and he claps the people before. You know, it is what it is. We'll see. So I'll end it on this. Fuck FSG, fuck Slot, fuck Glasner, and fuck anyone else who doesn't love Liverpool. Big up your damn selves, and we're out of here. Peace.
I'm